Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jam. I'm glad you're here with me because this is one of those conversations that hits different depending on where you are in your life. Today, we're talking about leveling up. Not the social media version, not the highlight reel. I'm talking about the real, uncomfortable, sometimes lonely process of deciding that the life that you've been living is not enough anymore. The feeling when something inside you starts to whisper or maybe yell, there's more for you. If you've been feeling that way lately, this episode's for you. Enjoy the show. Okay, so leveling up doesn't usually come from a place of comfort. It comes from friction. It shows up when you feel stuck doing the same things over and over. You start questioning your environment. You outgrow conversations, habits, or even people or relationships. Or you simply know, deep down, you're capable of more. And here's the truth. That feeling is not random. It's a signal. It's your mind and your instincts telling you that you've reached the edge of your current version of yourself. And the only way forward is growth. Now let's keep it real for a second. Leveling up sounds exciting. It sounds motivational. It sounds like success and confidence and reaching new heights. But what people don't talk about enough is this. Leveling up requires letting go. Sometimes you have to let go of old habits that feel comfortable, situations that are familiar but limiting, and yes, sometimes even people. Not because you think you're better than anyone, but because you're choosing to become better than what you used to be. And not everyone is meant to come with you to that next level. That part, that's what's tough, but it's necessary. Now, before we get into how to level up, we've got to understand what keeps us from doing it. Most people don't stay stuck because they lack talent or opportunity. They stay stuck because of fear of change, fear of losing relationships, fear of failure, and sometimes fear of success. Because leveling up means stepping into the unknown. It means becoming someone new, and that can feel uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Staying the same is also a choice. And over time, it becomes a much more painful one. All right, let's get into it. If you're ready to take your life to a level you've never imagined, here are 5 real practical steps you can start applying today. Number 1, get honest with yourself. This is where everything begins. You can't level up if you're lying to yourself about who you are and where you are. Ask yourself, am I truly happy with my current situation? Am I growing or am I just comfortable? Am I living intentionally or just reacting to life? And be real with your answers, because clarity creates direction. If you don't identify what needs to be changed, you'll stay stuck in the same cycle. Number 2, raise your standards. Leveling up is less about doing more and more about expecting more from yourself. Your standards determine what you tolerate, what you accept, and what you pursue. If you keep accepting average effort, average environments, average thinking, average people, you'll get average results. So start raising the bar. This might look like saying no to things that waste your time, committing to goals you've been avoiding, holding yourself accountable even when no one's watching. When your standards go up, your life has no choice but to follow. Number 3, let go of what's holding you back. This step is what most people struggle with because letting go is emotional. It could be a friendship that no longer aligns with your growth, a relationship that no longer aligns with your growth, a mindset that keeps you playing small, a routine that drains your energy. And again, this isn't about judging anyone or anything. It's about recognizing what fits the person you're becoming and what doesn't, and having the courage to release it. Growth and comfort, they don't coexist for long. Number 4, invest in yourself daily. If you want a different life, you have to become a different person, and that requires investment. Not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, and physically. Start small. Read or listen to something that challenges your way of thinking. Take care of your body. Learn a new skill. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Consistency is what creates transformation. Not one big moment, but small, intentional actions repeated over time. Number 5, take action, even when it's uncomfortable. This is where everything comes together. You can have clarity, you can have goals, you can have plans, but none of it matters without action. And here's the key. You won't always feel ready. You won't always feel confident. You won't always feel motivated, but you move anyway. Because leveling up requires stepping into discomfort again and again until it becomes your new normal. So let me paint this picture for you. When you truly commit to leveling up, your mindset shifts, your confidence grows, your circle evolves, your opportunities expand, and eventually you start living a life that once felt out of reach. Not because you got lucky, but because you made a decision. So if you take anything from this episode, let it be this. You're allowed to outgrow your current life. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to evolve. And yes, you're allowed to leave behind anything that no longer aligns with your growth. Leveling up isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were meant to be before fear, comfort, and doubt got in the way. So if you've been feeling that pull, that sense that it's time for something bigger, don't ignore it. Lean into it. Start where you are. Take one step, then another, then another. Because the life you want is on the other side of the version of you that you haven't stepped into yet. That's all I have for you on this episode of Jam the Podcast today. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it too. And remember, keep growing, keep pushing, and don't be afraid to level up. If not, you may be jammed. Thanks for listening.